have a few questions in my mind that I've been thinking about today.
Yes.
And actually before, but
All right.
I'll start off with the first question is, how do we determine or what really happens to us as human beings when we leave our physical form, when we actually die? And
you become more of who you actually are. You wake up in much the same way that you as a physical being wake up from a dream and go, oh, that seemed very real while I was dreaming it, but now that I'm awake, I know this is who I really am.
well,
It's very much like that. Physical reality suddenly seems like a dream you're waking up from, and this is who you really are.
do we retain our consciousness?
You do, because everything is conscious.
Do we retain our memories?
You do. And actually, you have more access to more of them.
Do we reappear in another physical form?
You can, but it's not a reappearance. Remember, all things exist simultaneously. There is no such thing exactly, literally, as reincarnation. It is multiple simultaneous incarnations all existing at the same time. So you are always you. You never become another version. Another version, another life is them. But you both coexist and are connected to the same, what might euphemistically be called, oversoul. Each of those lives is a simultaneously coexisting extension of the same oversoul. You are one extension, another life is another extension, and both lives exist as discrete and distinct persons coexisting at the same time with their own experience of themselves as the you that you are talking about. Each person, no matter how much they expand, always experiences the expansion as themselves. So even if someone were to become the idea of all that is, they would experience the idea of blending with all that is as themselves, being all that is. And that's the same for every one of you.
So how can we remember if we are, say, right now, physically, me being here, how do I know that I haven't existed in the past? Or why can I remember my past existence or my past parallel universe?
All right, now again, you're speaking linearly. When you make a connection to another life, it isn't actually that it's your past life. You are cross-connecting to that life for a particular reason from the present. You're cross-connecting and have so-called memories because the connection brings the information from that life in a way that you need it to apply it in this life, even as you're doing the same for them, and they are bringing memories and experiences from your life to their life simultaneously, from what they might call a future life, but that's an illusion. But you're creating that connection now, from here. So anything that you find most attractive, that you're most magnetized to in terms of that kind of historical era, so to speak, there might be an indication there that you are making that connection for a reason, and that's why you're attracted to wonder about that particular so-called past or future life. But they all exist at the same time.
I understand that.
It's not really a past life.
I'm just trying to think, like, how can I...
You're getting that information all the time. You don't always need to know where it's coming from, and sometimes knowing actually slows you down. It's just that sometimes when you have an inspiration that might be based on an experience that another life is having, but you don't need to know that, because knowing that would be too much information for you to use the experience. The point is you just need to use that information and not have to stop and go, gee, I wonder where that comes from and what that person's life is all about, and then by then you will have forgotten what the information was. So when you need to know it, you'll know it. But many times you have that information cross-connecting and leaking, so to speak, from life to life without necessarily knowing that a random thought you had may in fact be coming from an experience in another life.
My other curiosity is that our human species, if we are evolving...
You are.
Then we are going to eventually change into another form. I mean, like for yourself, if you're... I mean, I don't know what kind of form...
To some degree, you are. You're going to remain somewhat human in the sense of your continued human evolution, but at the same time, when you move on, so to speak, you will find that you may not necessarily feel like being human anymore. But it's up to you.
So what is the other choice when you say not being human? Is that another physical form, or is it
It
just
can be. But
is it
again, remember,
cellular
all
form?
these things are happening simultaneously. Although you can create the experience that you are choosing this linearly. And that's what you're actually referring to. What kind of an experience can I have in terms of choosing another kind of physical experience? And you can do that if you wish. You can become something similar to human. You become completely non-human in terms of physical beings that exist within the cosmos. Or you can remain, so to speak, as energy, as spirit, as consciousness, a higher dimensional being, a trans-dimensional being, a trans-temporal being. You can become many different kinds of consciousness expression.
And when you say follow your highest excitement, and
Yes.
to me, my highest excitement is raising my vibration or being extremely consciously aware of myself, my
Yes.
physical being,
Yes.
my
Yes.
to where I can accelerate this whole process and skip all
There
those
is no skipping.
this-
There is no skipping by your own choice. I will tell you a secret. It's really this simple. Will you do us a favor?
yeah.
Lie down on the floor. Lie down on the floor.
What, belly down?
On your back, if you wish.
Okay.
Lie down on the floor right now.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Tell me when you're comfortable. Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
All right. Close your eyes. Are your eyes closed?
Yes.
All right. Now, repeat after me. I am done with this life. I am ready to leave.
I am done with this life. I am ready to leave.
All right. Now, just hold and breathe for just a few seconds. All right. Now, can you open your eyes?
Yes.
Then you're not done. You may stand up. This is what we are saying. You have planned this out according to your own reasons and your own choices and your own experiences for your own exploration of the themes you wish to explore. And if you were actually done, you would be gone. And it would be that simple. You would say, I'm done. I would lie down, close my eyes. I'm gone. And you would be gone. You would not be able to wake up. If you can wake up, you're not done. Because you would leave if you were really done.
Why do we have that? Why can't we not have that choice if we are God within
It
ourselves?
is a choice. That's
So-
what you're missing. You made the choice to continue to explore something. That's why you opened your eyes and stood up. Because you made a choice to explore something that requires a little more time. And that's part of your acceleration in the way you chose to have it.
So in other words, I have to leave,
You don't have to.
or my
This is
choice
what you
is.
chose.
But my choice will, if I do take that choice, and
Yes,
then I'm not able to open my eyes back up again. Then
correct. But the point is if you are able to open your eyes up, then you must have already chosen to incorporate the idea of your acceleration by further activity in physical reality, and that's the way you actually wanted to do it. Otherwise, you would have left. It really is that simple. Even when someone dies physically, you are actually still given a choice to continue the physical life. Many of you have actually died, but have chosen to continue to live that physical life. Sometimes you don't know it, you don't remember it because it doesn't serve you to remember that moment of choice. Sometimes you create for yourself the idea of what you call a close call.
right.
Ooh, I don't know how I got out of that alive. But I seemingly did. Well, the truth is you may not have. You may have actually died. But then the guides may have said, are you sure you really want to go on? Or did you want to continue the life in a parallel reality to make it seem as if you want to explore something in that life that's still going on, but you know it's a parallel reality? And you said yes. So then you will simply wake up and go, wow, that was a close one. Maybe not even remembering that you actually died and were given a choice to go on or come back. So the point is you're always in control of what's going on. So if you are still here, if you can still open your eyes, you must have made a choice that says that continuing to experience this physical reality in the way you're experiencing it is actually part of the way you wanted to evolve. There's something that's going to happen that will add to you in a way that simply going into the non-physical won't give you. Otherwise, you would leave. There is something here you're excited about doing, otherwise you would leave. Because it actually is that easy. All right? You have to learn to trust that. You have to learn that there will be surprises, and if you leave now, they won't happen. And when you get there, you'll go, oh, shucks. I was going to surprise myself, and now I have forced myself to leave, and now I won't have that surprise I wanted, so I guess now I'll do it again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Or not. It's all up to you. But the point is if you're here, you want to be. Even though you don't know it. You want to be. You have to trust that your life will show you what it is you wanted to be here for. And it will.
Very interesting.